Welcome back, fam. How do you like my new setup? It's an upgrade. Yeah, so this is apparently the channel that ever upgrades yet never uploads. Yes, I thought about that quote ahead of time. Whatever. But yeah, before we get into this, I want you to know that I've recorded reactions to the Marvel Disney Plus shows all the way back to WandaVision. I just haven't posted them because they take me so long to edit, okay? I just want to know that it is out there in the universe, and hopefully at a time when I am less busy, they will be released. So, yeah. I'm hoping that this won't take long because, like I said, I'm busy. I mean, I worked earlier today, and I'm about to go into a night shift tonight. So, my goodness, I've been busy. And I'm actually recording this instead of napping, so I kind of think that you owe me. So if you would like this video, comment, share it if you want to. I think that'd be fair payment because, like I said, I think you owe me. Just kidding, you don't owe me, but it would be appreciated. So, last thing before we discuss the Eternals, I got the privilege to go see an early screening for Shang-Chi last night, and I want to put out a video sometime next week regarding my thoughts about the movie. I'll give you a sneak peek. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, so I will talk about that. Later, hopefully. Like I said, I'm busy, so if I'm saying that this is gonna come out and then it doesn't, don't kill me. We'll hold this as a loose promise, real loose. Anyway, but anyway, let's go into the Eternals, because that's why you're here. I don't really know what to expect with this movie, like at all. I even, not gonna lie, had to go to Instagram to figure out who was who. Like, there's this post on Instagram that I had to look at, and it told me who was who and who could do what and stuff, and that was a big help. But it was a while ago that I saw that, so I'm not gonna remember anything probably from it. So actually no, I think I remember some of the stuff, but I guess we'll find out in the trailer. But I am really excited for the movie because number one, it's Marvel, so duh, and number two, it's got a fantastic cast of people, so I'm really excited about that fact, and I just can't wait to see how they interact with one another and maybe other heroes in the future. I don't really know. The one thing that I do know about the Eternals, at least like from the comics, is that they are the Eternals, and then there are the Deviants, which they're kind of opposing forces, and or are the Celestials? No, I think it's Eternals. I don't know. I think I'm getting the Celestials and Eternals mixed up. Dang it. I told you I don't know that much about this stuff, which is a knife in my Marvel fan hearts because I like to pride myself on my knowledge. And here I'm talking about something that I have very little knowledge of. Anyway, but yeah, I think that they're the Eternals and the Deviants. I think they're the Eternals. And actually, in the comics, I think Thanos was technically one of the Eternals, but had the deviant gene, so he was kind of like ugly, and the Eternals and his parents didn't want anything to do with him, I think. And of course, you know how that could affect a child, so. Again, I could be completely wrong and spouting nonsense, but I think that that's accurate. I don't know. And so then, I don't know if we're gonna address Thanos' origin in this movie, if that is true, or if we're just gonna not talk about it. And one other thing that I hope does get addressed is the fact, well, I heard that it was addressed, but the fact of why weren't they there in Infinity War and Endgame when that was kind of a big deal. I mean, it's not like they're the Watcher. I mean, are they? I don't know. So I want to know why they didn't intervene, because from looking at the last trailer, they look pretty dang powerful, and I feel like they could have done some serious damage in that Infinity War. So, yeah, I don't know. But I think that's all I have to say before we get into it. So, I guess this is it. I guess this is the moment we get to it. Sweet Caroline, I can't believe it. We're getting so much Marvel content this year, it's kind of ridiculous, but like ridiculously awesome, so I'm not going to complain about it. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. This looks very familiar. Guys, I'm thinking I'm watching the wrong trailer. Guys, I'm watching the wrong trailer. Crap. I was like, this looks very familiar. Okay, guys, I've got to go to the new one. Oh, I feel real stupid now. Okay. Okay. The fact that it's #1 on trending makes way more sense. Oh my goodness. That. Can we? No, no, no. Can we just forget that this happened, because that's really embarrassing. Stop. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1.
5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
The emergence.
How long do we have?
7 days.
No.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
Ah, oh, I was right. Somewhat. Okay.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
The Watcher. That's the one giant celestial, right?
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
Alright, nice outlook.
Save the planet, your sarcasm.
We've loved these people since the day we arrived.
Their outfits are
When
beautiful
you
too.
love something, you protect it.
Wow, the music and
You can't protect.
everything's beautiful. Ooh.
Any of them.
So he's just kind of like a Superman? I also think that even just the font is beautiful.
What was this even made of? Vibranium? Fall collection.
Oh.
IKEA.
Hey, I love IKEA. Alright, you got similar taste. Cool. Okay, so I guess I was kind of on the money about the deviants. I was confused. Okay, so I think that the big guy with like the 6 lights for a face, that's a pretty good description, I feel like, is a Celestial. So I guess the Celestials are above the Eternals. The Eternals are fighting the deviants. So, but what are the deviants trying to do? Like, and what does the return of the population have to do with the the emergence, I think the word that they use, of the deviants? Like, gave them energy? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But it looks good. Everything looks beautiful, and the music here in the trailer was fantastic, and with the action, I'm really excited for that. Because we saw some, action in Shang-Chi. I will say that, obviously. And I really hope that the bar that was set continues to be met. Yeah, that's what I'll say about that. And it looks like it was gonna be. But here's the thing, though. I'm a little concerned because I know that my knowledge on the Eternals is limited, but I'm a person who's also a big fan of Marvel and does read the comics from time to time. But for the person who has not heard of them or doesn't know anything about them, I'm curious, if you're watching this, what are your thoughts? Are you gonna understand like what's going on, or even just the fact that there are, I don't even know how many new characters. I feel like it's 6 to 8. I don't know, but new heroes that are being introduced in this one movie. And like, we've seen movies where there have been several heroes at once, that's fine, but they haven't been introduced in those movies. They've been introduced in other movies and then come together for this final culmination of just everything that we've watched over the years. But to have one movie where they introduce a handful of heroes, I'm just wondering, as a person who maybe isn't even a fan of this genre, because I know that I drag my mom and my best friend, who they're not necessarily the biggest Marvel fans or know what's going on. They ask me questions and stuff like that, which is fine. I love it. But if you're like one of those people and you're going to be seeing this movie, do you feel like you're going to understand what's going on? I have a feeling that I'm going to explain quite a few stuff to my mom and stuff, so, and that's going to be great because I don't even know what's going on myself. So I guess I'll have to do some research on the Eternals before the movie comes out. It comes out in November, so I got a couple of months, a few months actually, so we'll be fine. And yeah, I think that's kind of everything that I'm gonna say. I can't think of any other thoughts that I had, except for I love how pretty everything is. Like, the designs of their powers, the way that, I think Thena is her name, had the, like, she conjures weapons, I think. The way that happened was just so beautiful and fluid and stuff, and the way that the other guy, I don't remember his name, but I want to say it's Phaistos. I could be wrong. In fact, I'm going to check it, and if I'm right, I'll leave this in there, but if I'm wrong, I'm going to completely take that part out. But the one guy who, like, conjured up, like, the ship, or whatever, the guy who had the IKEA, I think his name is Phaistos. Like, even just that was beautiful, and oh my gosh, I don't know, like, the style of it is just phenomenal. Like I said, the font, I think it's probably the fact that it's gold. I really am a fan of gold, the color and stuff, whatever. But like, their costumes are beautiful. They're beautiful. Everyone is gorgeous in this movie, except for the deviants. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let me know what you think. What questions do you have? And if you can answer any of my questions that I asked, or have any theories, or whatever, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. I love to read them, and I do read the comments. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, because I will get this out. I promise. I think. Anyway, bye, and I will see you hopefully sometime next week. It was great, and I can't wait to discuss it with you guys. So, yeah, bye.
Five years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger. The sudden return of the population